After Order 66, many Jedi went into hiding from persecution by the Empire. There were some Jedi that survived, but except for those who were close to the situation, such as Yoda and Obi-Wan, there were some surviving Jedi that actually knew the enforcer for the Empire called Darth Vader was the former Jedi Anakin Skywalker. In fact, many had no idea that Darth Vader was a former Jedi, not the public and not even the Imperial military. As mentioned before, only those closest to Anakin knew what the ultimate fate was of the fallen Jedi. It is worthy to note that before Anakin suffered his injuries on Mustafar, Palpatine had no intention of literally cloaking the entire identity of his apprentice, and pretty much anyone who saw Vader in person, they would be able to tell that Vader was actually Anakin, similar to how Count Dooku's identity was handled. However, both in canon and in legends, there were other surviving Jedi that already knew the real identity of Darth Vader despite the Emperor's best efforts to conceal it. Let us start with your guys' favorite part, canon. Two obvious Jedi that knew were Obi-Wan and Yoda. Obi-Wan Kenobi first discovered his Padawan had fallen to the dark side by investigating the footage of the Jedi Temple massacre, and then left him for dead after their duel on Mustafar. On Kashyyyk, Yoda could already sense it, as he dropped his walking cane and confirmed his suspicions by seeing footage of the Jedi Temple massacre. In the Rebels series, we see Ahsoka, the former Padawan of Anakin Skywalker, as she's able to sense Anakin's presence, and then in the end, indeed, it was Anakin underneath his mask calling out to Ahsoka. It was then that she realized her former master was still alive. Last time we saw them together, she promised Anakin that she won't leave him this time. And lastly, in canon, the last Jedi, pun intended, to find out was Luke Skywalker. It was actually revealed to him by none other than Darth Vader himself. And now we need to talk about legends. Besides Obi-Wan, Yoda, and Luke, who we already covered, there were two other Jedi that were aware that Anakin Skywalker survived Order 66 and was now the right hand of Emperor Palpatine, as together they ruled the Empire with an iron fist. These two Jedi were Rowan Shrine and Oli Starstone. They already knew his identity since they managed to escape from the Jedi Temple massacre after Order 66 was issued. After his escape, Rowan Shrine renounced the Jedi way and lived his life in secrecy, until his path ultimately led him before Darth Vader once again. Rowan decided to engage Darth Vader in a duel in order to give Oli Starstone a chance to escape, which in fact she did, as Rowan was left alone to battle the Sith Lord. Vader did manage to inflict him with deadly wounds, however the Dark Lord did not kill him outright, but rather decided to psychologically torture him by telling the dying Jedi the truth behind the Emperor's identity as a Sith Lord, and that he was the Sith apprentice of Lord Sidious. He believed that this was the final insult to the dying Jedi, letting him know just how much the Jedi Order had been destroyed from within. However, Rowan still died happy, sarcastically thanking Vader for causing him to become one with the Force. The last Jedi on this list is Anya Kuro, or simply known as the Dark Woman. She went into hiding and lived similar to how Ben Kenobi did, in a solitary life. When Kuro's hiding place was discovered by Mara Jade, Darth Vader arrived to personally end her life. Eventually, during their duel, Vader brought down a huge tree on top of Kuro. He struck her down with his lightsaber and thought of his mission as a success, but Anya Kuro merged with the Force and appeared as a Force ghost in front of Darth Vader. She told him that he still possessed the good in him to become Anakin once again. Palpatine's official story was that Anakin Skywalker was killed during the Jedi Temple massacre. This story was widely accepted, and all throughout the galaxy people mourned his death. It is worthy to mention that the clones from the 501st Legion knew his true identity as well, since they were the ones who marched with him inside the Jedi Temple, killing everyone in sight. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching it, and if by any chance you liked it, feel free to leave a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't miss out on any of my future videos that I will post on this channel. Have a fun day, my friends. In closing, don't forget, may the Force be with you always.